Hello everyone, welcome to Lush and Salty Aquariums. This is Stefan. How are we doing this evening? Okay, I added a handful of juvenile green neons, very similar to the neon tetra, but more same colored, that green blue, less red, and actually kind of a flashy, fun alternative. And they served as dither fish for the couple remaining gold neons, which are older fish and had tended to be rather docile, sticking into the corners. So when I added these other tetras, it brought the gold ones out. The albino neons or gold neon tetras are now schooling with the smaller green neons, and that is a great result. That's what a dither fish does. It brings out other shyer or older fish. It even just sort of livens up the whole aquarium for the existing livestock, not to mention me, who gets to look at it all, but it just brings a breath of life into the tank. Dither fish are a really neat solution, but you need to not have a ton of fish in your tank already, obviously, because I put another school in the small tank. That's it, right? So the small nature of these tetras made it more desirable for such a small tank as this one. And they school well with the existing tetras. They're from the same family after all. I don't have the Latin names, but I'm assuming a gold neon and a green neon can't be too far apart, save for the radical color difference. Their behaviors are similar and they're completely docile and friendly. The shrimp are a-okay, they always have been. They do not require a dither fish, and these smaller tetras are certainly not going to harm any of them, and vice versa. As you can see, despite all the livestock in this tank, I have a really clean gravel substrate, and the water is nice and clean with just a slight tannin from the driftwood, although I have been using simple floss and carbon pads to take some of the heavy brownness out because it was just kind of bumming me. And now what we have is a perfectly lovely little nano tank. I've let it gotten a little wild. I mean, the Anubias looks great, but I put some guppy grass in there just to fill out the middle space. I might take it out, but the shrimp seem to adore it. It brings them from top to bottom in this aquarium, and that's a desirable result as opposed to just clustering along the bottom like cockroaches. I have a few catfish. You see the head of, well, there he goes. And that's about it in this tank. A zillion shrimp, green neons, about 3 gold neon tetras, and some catfish, maybe an otocinclus, and obviously snails. So that's a brief overview of this lovely little tank. You see the palms. I'll tell you about this though. I took a chopstick and I used it as a stopgap because these 3 stalks were starting to spread out and get all gangly, and now I have them nice and tight in the corner and use a wooden chopstick to do that. So I'm very do-it-yourself, and that's certainly a little trick I keep chopsticks in my aquarium jar for a whole bunches of reasons. I've got one in this other tank supporting this little immersed plant, and I've got one serving as a stopgap there, and I have used them in other tanks for other reasons. Here's a wide overview of all 3 on my desktop. I did talk about this clown killifish tank, and I'm hoping to get my first spawn from that, and I'll do a review of this lovely little cube as well. Here's the 3 of them. And here, once again, the nano tank with a new school of green neon tetras. All right, everybody, that's it for now. Always keep your hands in the tank. Ciao for now.